So I've just read this BBC article saying that Labour plan to give teachers nearly £2,500 to stop them from quitting. Now, I don't think it's going to take much for Labour to win over the profession. I think it's as simple as just looking like you care, which is more than what we've got over the past 13 years with this current government. The article goes on to state some of the bleak facts with teaching at the minute. 1 in 5 teachers who qualified in 2020 have since quit. Vacancies have nearly doubled in the last 2 years. And I will tell you this now, £2,500 isn't going to do anything to solve that. I've constantly said how important pay is in the current dispute we're having with the strike action. But I really do think Labour are going to miss a trick if they're not listening to the genuine concerns of teachers at the chalk face. Because according to you, the biggest issues as to why you're striking are workload and lack of funding in education. And that just seems to be getting worse and worse. Especially when just this week there was this article from the BBC saying that nearly 700,000 pupils are attending unsafe or ageing schools in England. I was even speaking to a teacher this week saying that at their school there are 3 classrooms they're not allowed to go in because at any moment the roof will probably collapse. And then they've got sort of buckets around some classrooms where water's just dripping through. I just don't know how many times we have to have the same conversation talking about there are bigger issues than just pay. But it seems no one, either in power, in opposition, in the media, seems to want to listen to it. Unless I am getting it wrong, and this has since changed since when I did it when the first strikes were announced in February. And if that's the case, please do let me know in the comments if pay now is the most important thing. And I'm just not sure. I mean, since those first strikes were announced, have we seen anything being said around the workload issue? Has there been any discussion around the rising cases in disruptive behaviour that's affecting so many classes, so many teachers, both physically, mentally? And you know, since those first strikes in February, we've had the tragic news of Ruth Perry, so many teachers, school staff speaking out about the impact Ofsted have on not just our mental health, but the workload issues in education. Yet again, absolutely nothing's changed. So look, I'm hanging all my hopes on the fact Labour win the next election because we need a change. If things don't change, I don't see how education is sustainable in the near future. But we've got to be doing more than this.